like everyone are like strong together, and it's really like inspiring for me to see all of that.
Marking 6 months since the October 7th attack, members of Toronto's Jewish community gathered in Nathan Phillips Square this afternoon in a show of solidarity. Good evening. Demonstrators called for the release of the hostages who continue to be held in Gaza.
Meanwhile, groups of pro-Palestinian counter-demonstrators also gathered on the edges of the square to make their voices heard. CTV's Beth McDonnell spoke with the people at today's rally and joins us live now with more. Beth.
Raheem, hundreds gathered here in the middle of Nathan Phillips Square to express support for the hostages and their families. On the sidelines, there was a small but vocal group of counter-demonstrators. There were skirmishes and intense conversations with police, as a small but vocal pro-Palestinian counter-protest took place next to a much larger rally calling for the more than 130 Israeli hostages held by Hamas to be freed.
Should not be allowed. I mean, it's our protest, and they just stand there and everything is so loud we cannot hear anybody.
At one point, a larger group stood facing the counter-protesters, a metal fence in place, and police stepping in at times to ensure separation.
Everybody has the right to express themselves, so I would grant them the right. On the other side, I think that the city government should do a better job about it, and they should do more separation.
The vast majority here ignored the counter-protest. It's been an agonizing 6 months for this community, even more so for families with relatives who are hostages.
I want her here next to me. That's my hope. I don't want her to have her 40th birthday in captivity. Next month she's supposed to turn 40.
On Saturday, pro-Palestinian demonstrators took to the streets, including people with Jews Say No to Genocide, not part of this rally.
All excruciating. I think what's become eminently clear is that, and what I'm not hearing here today, is that really Netanyahu and the Israeli government are what's standing in the way of the release of all the hostages.
After 184 days with Hamas, many here feel the hostages have been forgotten and how the conflict began.
People forget that if there was no attack by the Hamas terrorist organization on October 7, we wouldn't be here, they wouldn't be here, nobody would be here. And it doesn't matter what they say, 90% of it is lies.
Canada's opposition leader, Pierre Poilievre, in attendance, speaking to the crowd against Hamas.
The homicidal, genocidal death cult that is Hamas, a death cult that must be destroyed so that we can free the hostages and restore peace for all.
6 months later, on this grim anniversary, a chance to shine a light for the hostages to be let go. At yesterday's demonstration, police say one person was arrested. Here at Nathan Phillips Square today, police say 2 people were arrested. Reporting live, I'm Beth McDonnell. Raheem, back to you.
Thank you, Beth.